This should be fireworks all the way through. All the players are in this server. You look at JL, wonderful, Bit. You go to the Faze side of things. Oh, hold on. Frozen does get one, taken down. Frozen, Brokey, Rops, and Rain, those guys we know can deliver. So at least the information can be passed over of what's happening on this map.
JL actually dropped the utility, went back to see if Rain was chasing him. And gathered that information that Rain had not continued his push forward. Here's the connector fight. Imma coming out on top of it. Brokey going down. And now Rops. Oh my god. Okay, Rops can't handle that. That's a big shot from Wonderful. Karrigan now under scrutiny inside of this B-bomb site defense, and the flash connected, but here comes that short swing. It's Wonderful that goes down first. Karrigan distracted with too many angles, and he's overrun and overwhelmed. Suddenly it is only Rain. And he was last spotted towards T-spawn. Well, he's quick to market. Imma swings, big headshot, but he's being pushed from the other side, and Rain turns back to that. Okay, Rain, it pours down in the B-bomb site, but JL has to save NaVi and sinks Rain. We've seen a little bit more of that from Imma in the opening game of the tournament, and we're hoping we see those kind of confident plays from him this series. Big shot from Karrigan, deep in the apartments. You don't see much of Imma in this round. He's gone already.
Yeah, he took a little bit of damage too. He tanked that, even with the aim punch, drills him. Oh, another one from Rops. Faze coming right back into this with a rebuttal in round 2.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of force buys work out in this tournament on the CT side. Bit making sure that NaVi stay in this fight. He got the opening, he got the trade, and he's not stopping. Bit was a beast in the opening game, and he's showing up versus Faze. JL's with him. And if we get the kind of Bit we've seen in the opening game of Mirage, he dropped 31 kills on that map. Imma cuts through Rops. Opening kill found. 45 seconds remaining. Frozen starts to move out from under the wood, and Bit climbs down and changes positions with him. Frozen surely gone. Bit took a little longer than he would have expected to take that kill, but certainly will get it regardless. Karrigan and Brokey on the other side of the map. There's no other option. It is a save call, and that will be 4 rounds in a row for NaVi. JL getting close to taking some of these weapons away. Karrigan steadies himself, and the push comes in. He'll stop it, he'll handle it, he'll even get an AK.
And a Molotov.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can cook up in the kitchen with that. Now, well, Karrigan's going to have to manage this B-hold because NaVi are starting to send multiple players in here quite quickly. Brokey, his shot will connect, his damage onto Imma, but it's not a kill. Karrigan's under a lot of pressure now, a short side, but he's got Brokey to back him up. And Brokey is certainly doing that. Finally traded by Bit. Karrigan, he's staying alive so long, and he's actually found impact eventually. Wonderful's now left in a 1v4, and this push into the B-bomb site does not work out for NaVi.
No, great kills from Brokey, but really smart play. Good job from Karrigan, making himself a really difficult target to clear out of position. Finally found by Wonderful, but that's all he's gonna get, and Faze is on the board in round 5.
Landing for NaVi, and Bit will start to extend out of Palace. He's covered off by the smoke at stairs. Brokey cannot see anything until that point. Smoke blasts open, reveals the leikkeet. Now JL, a wild play, a wild card, and he plays it into death. It's Frozen fighting back through that smoke, and Bit is down. Wonderful towards CT, needed to land the shot. It rung out, but it's a miss. And Imma now with a 1v4 ahead of him. It's another solid hold from Faze Clan, and one that will result in 4 players staying up and their second round collected. He's one of their own, but on the other side, and Karrigan, he's scoped up, misses the shot. Now he's under a lot of pressure, bullets coming in. Karrigan's down to 20 health and relies upon his teammates to try and step up for him. It's old, reliable Rain to try and fend them off from Tetris. Imma swinging out. It's Rain that goes down. Rops also falls, and this is clean from NaVi. Kills all across the board. And leikkeet does not overstep the mark. Brokey just gets annihilated. And Frozen's too far from the action. That pick is given on over, but it does trade out, sure, the life of Imma, but the information as to where Frozen is. Just think of all the positions he would have to check off.
Is he going to go for a ninja?
That's not going to be allowed. They're watching for it, so it's not going to happen. And he's going to turn to his death. The leikkeet takes it from connector. That was solid for NaVi. And NaVi occupy mid, and leikkeet, he predicted that movement, he predicted that boost. Dishes out some damage. Grenade will not take the kill. And leikkeet is now out of this round. 4v4 established.
Oh yeah, but they've already gotten up a ramp with all the attention towards Khan.
Look at him.
Oh, good find from Karrigan. That's massive, but Bit is here. And this is a headshot angle made for him.
The machine. Sitting inside of Sandwich, he's got JL coming to join him through the top of the stairway, and they're distracted. They're looking for Bit, but it's all about JL now inside of this smoke. It starts to fade away. He's starting to span towards Brokey, giving away his position, but there's multiple targets that JL must select, and I don't think he's ready for Brokey. He thought he killed the only player there, but in fact, Brokey is the secret weapon, and he's got JL. Wonderful decides the AK is a little bit better for him. He switches into that for this round and takes one, but immediate trade from Faze. There's a 3K from Brokey. Throughout this season is, do we get to see the ROPs we become accustomed to at the start of CS2? Or are we going to see Imma and Wonderful take two openers? Frozen straight through. That's a reply on Imma. It's going to keep NaVi ahead by just one player. And Bit is going for the same move he tries over and over again.
And it's effective to run it here. They have all the information. They know how many players Faze just had in the middle. Oh, Bit good finds the headshot. Sliver gap.
Big shot from Bit. leikkeet being connector, breaking apart Carrigan, and it's Frozen left. 1v4 and another round that doesn't seem possible for Faze. So great work for NaVi, just cleaning up their chances.
I think you have to save it this time. I'm shocked he's even stepping up into this. One kill, maybe time to bail out. 1v3, you have no money if you lose this rifle.
Save. That was the opportunity, but he's hanging around still. It's just so difficult to even get close to the site. It's wild he's staying committed to this. And now if he goes into the connector, he's surely going to die. They hear that reload. Wonderful's moved out of Palace. There's the connector peek from leikkeet, and Frozen will not be able to save his weapon at all. So that is 6 rounds to 5. Now if you take a lead. And
that being said, Faze just ends a 5-1 run with that loss there.
And JL charging out. It's a double setup under the wood. This could be very effective because his range just sells his life away, but I say that, and both players just go down in an instant through the wood. It is NaVi ahead by 2 players, and they might just be ahead by a few extra rounds. Carrigan and Frozen coming back in with 2 MP9s. It is a massive ask and one that will not be responded to. Frozen is left now again in a 1v4, and this one he has to attempt. There is no option to save. And he is going to go into the site. He is taken out by Wonderful, and it is NaVi who will leave this half with a 2-round lead over Faze Clan on Mirage. Fantastic showing across the board, led by Bit. Looking to be the player to gather the information nice and early about this attack. Now he sees those bullets whizzing past his head. It's going to be a drop down into the bomb site. He's hoping JL can cover him off. It's leikkeet to take that first. JL clean, right through Carrigan. And leikkeet just staying composed here. Faze not getting the space they would like, not getting these trades. And that bomb plant finally starting to come in, but that might be all that they get here unless ROPs and Brokey can start to pull this one back. And they are doing exactly that. Brokey's down though. JL coming through short, and NaVi recover it.
Frozen trying to apply a little bit of pressure for some movement. They pulled back the catwalk defender, which opens up the avenue for Carrigan. He's coming through this all day, and they pass each other. Good shots from Carrigan. Wonderful now has to stay on the other side of the smoke, but the bomb is not in a position to take advantage of this.
Not really, not at all. Carrigan's still fighting though. Get away, JL. Carrigan's just coming swinging. Carrigan down to 7 HP. Brokey has the bomb, and that's now been spotted. Now Bit is going to be primed to try and deal with this threat. He's going to drop down and try and stop the bomb from getting away. He'll do exactly that, but he lost a lot of his health. It was close to going Faze Clan's way, but now the problem is, Jason, the bomb is down an underpass, and they're so far away from it.
Carrigan's playing with some attitude today. 2 kills with him for the P250.
Bit's low too. Carrigan and Bit, the walking wounded right now. Well, I do think Bit's position should allow him a kill on Carrigan, but think again. Right. That is so wild for Mr. Anderson.
Who's playing on his computer? Because it's not the Carrigan that I'm used to.
This is crazy. The break did him well. Just a little bit of rest and recovery.
It's just unfortunate and awkward that with the bomb being dropped, Brokey was doing his best to fall back, even kind of read the fact there was going to be a follow-up fight, but...
They got to play for elimination now, right? It's like 18 seconds left. They just got to try and get kills. Carrigan's down. Frozen's now caught between 2 players. And although it was lovely to watch from Carrigan, it doesn't result in a round win or even close to it. Giving much of an opportunity for that with the type of jumps he's going for. Wonderful boosted up.
He's got a flashbang if he can set up Wonderful, but Wonderful peeks ahead of it. Good damage, good kill. Yeah. And leikkeet playing back.
leikkeet gets into a smoke created by himself. It's an extra corridor of cover to get underneath the apartments again. So if Robs comes out here with a bomb, leikkeet might be able to stop it from getting into the bomb site, but Robs is patient, doesn't matter. leikkeet still hits that headshot. Bits come over to rotate with him. leikkeet follows up, and Faze Clan just fall apart in the middle of nowhere. Rain creeping up short, hasn't had the performance he would have hoped for, but that's a good entry, and it's even better on the second. JL goes down in the window, and Brokey missed shot through connector. He recovers, he gets a second chance, and he won't miss that. And leikkeet fends off Carrigan, but Faze ahead in a comfortable way right now, 4 versus 2. Emma is starting to search the ramp, worried about Palace. Emma hides inside of ramp. Faze will realize that that has to be a possibility they should consider. leikkeet through jungle, if he can get a double kill, it reopens this question. And Emma, it's a big shot on Robs. It's now suddenly Emma in a 1v2. It doesn't feel as unrealistic as it did just mere moments ago. Rain is low, 25 health, and it does not matter if Emma just jumps into him. And Rain with a fantastic round. And it allows you to have extra players in positions like ramp. And that might be enough to topple Bit. Carrigan goes down inside a connector. Frozen is enough to remove Bit, in fact, and now Wonderful is under a little bit more pressure because he's got to position himself to deal with that ramp threat. And Frozen, well, he just pushes forward. Doesn't care about the AWP presence. And now Emma has to try and patch things up for NaVi. Had a chance there, but Frozen's not stopping. He's had a round. And we are starting to see the individuals from Faze have more and more of these moments. It is taken out by JL. Frozen's down. Robs replies to leikkeet back through the smoke. Suddenly, it's a 1v1. And there's lots of time on that fuse. It's Brokey up against leikkeet.
And how does he choose to play it, Brokey? Does he look for the cross? Does he try and get the pick as he comes in? Does he wait for the defuse? Alexei's got no utility to help himself get into the bomb site.
He now has one flash that he picks up off the floor, spots out the arm, spots out the leg, and Brokey still peeks to close it. 8 rounds and this comeback is still happening for Faze.
Alexei never expected that repeat, but how gutsy was it with low health? Now, equally, Faze doesn't have a smoke to cross con. There could be a battle, there could be an engagement if they ever peek.
20 seconds left. Emma could delay them, and it's effective trading, but they've got to go to the site now. 15 seconds. leikkeet still inside of the bomb site. Carrigan in that fight, and Carrigan, it's another important
he can stop it.
8 seconds left. They're running. Wonderful's right here. Oh my God, Faze just getting that plant down. Wonderful couldn't stop it in time, and the plant comes in. It is a wild maneuver as Faze go back into the only player left standing for NaVi. And Wonderful is now thinking about a clutch.
I think he's just boxed in, and he's like, I can't get away. Like, Carrigan's already wrapping me CT spawn. I have no exit. I might as well go for this and see what I can try.
And what time is ticking. Wonderful with no kid on his back is certainly a problem. And now that Molly comes in, if he goes back spawn, Robs is waiting for him. 11-10. This is an incredible comeback yet again from Faze.
This is starting to get brutal.
Rain through connector. Spots out Bit first, but the problem will be Emma at the bottom of the stairs. He's going to peek that deagle. And that'll leave a few blisters.
Oh, shot tags.
Yeah, it's not enough to bring him down, though. And now this attack into the B-bomb site is currently coming through. Frozen spotting out a couple. Robs working in tandem from the apartments. Oh, JL! He's been silent, but suddenly a big bang on the dig. It's 2 picked up. And Brokey, he is the next victim that JL has in his sights. They want to dodge that deagle while it's hot. And they're going to go back into Bit. And he's going to try and stop them through the connector, but they realize they just got to go, and they run right in. And now it's a 1v1. It's a clutch that JL can win. He's up against Carrigan, the top fragger here on the server. And the AK-47 in his hands, he'll go into spawn, but JL is closer than Carrigan will suspect. And JL's coming around that backside. Carrigan goes down. What a round from JL. As soon as Faze Clan are about to tie things up, JL steps up with a deagle, and NaVi finally head to map point.
And that's a little bit of a throwback to the JL we had at the Major. Whenever NaVi needed a round, he delivered. And once again, it's with a deagle. He had a couple of those against Furia. His deagle just creates excellent moments for NaVi. And good decision, quick rotations as well. That's the real winner in this clutch. Carrigan just doesn't have the sense of timing because JL got a little bit of a jump on it. And Kerrigan thought he had a few more seconds to be safe and clear CT spawn. (12-10). NaVi has struggled and labored in this second half, but they put themselves in a position, 2 chances to win map 1.
And that is going to fire them up. Wonderful with the first kill on Rain. The mid player is gone for Faze. It is going to be a play towards the A site for Faze Clan, and look how many players from NaVi are on this side of the map. Here's the first fighting connector, JL. Revenge for Kerrigan, but he runs with his smoke out. It's a little awkward. And eventually it's Emma that comes out on top of that. NaVi a player up. Rops trading it out, keeping the numbers even. An equilibrium once again established. Bit plays from Ninja. Frozen into a sandwich. And Bit's gonna peek out. Good timing on that. Frozen was looking the wrong way. Bit Wonderful has his palace, and it's all over here on Mirage. Unless Brokey's got something magic, and he just doesn't. NaVi stopped the comeback. NaVi stopped Faze, and they've got Mirage to kick off this quarterfinal. And they'll be quick about this with a flash up. JL is forced back into heaven. He'll spot one player and confirm at least one has gone down to secret, but Faze want to stay attacking in towards this A site. Imma's worried about Hut. Frozen's got some space out here, but he's caught in the open, and JL's come back to cover that off, and Frozen goes down. So now it is going to be the lower bomb site under scrutiny. And leikkeet decides he doesn't want to stand and fight in those stairs. Instead, he'll jump up into the rafters, but Rain doesn't care where he's going to fight him because he knows he's going to win it. Rops has been lurking the whole time here at door, and finally it's his time to strike on Imma, who he's just dancing with at the moment, keeping him pinned, and Imma comes out with those jewelies.
Yeah, but that still took a long time to solve that engagement, so NaVi have really got to hustle. They've got no kits. This has to be a very fast-paced retake and very clean kills as they come in. Brokey is going to be tucked against the wall.
Brokey just chilling around this corner. Good kill. That's Imma down, and really the chances for NaVi are starting to shrink incredibly low. It's so awkward. That was not a fight that we expected to see. NaVi get to the defuse, but it's
he turns off.
Not enough time. They have to run away. It was so close. It was so chaotic. Here's Kerrigan. About to peek in a Bit, and Bit wins that fight. So eventually the trade comes in here for NaVi. It's been a very slow play down into the lower bomb site here for Faze, but now they decide to go. The plant is now coming in.
They still don't know about Wonderful either, that there's 2 on control side. And actually, it might not matter anymore because now the retake's going to come in, and now you have to expect you're going to see plenty of NaVi bodies wherever you look.
It's been a strange round here. Everyone's just kind of looking for the next opponent, but there is none. They're not walking into anybody. Eventually, the fight will come in here. It's going to be Imma versus Frozen. The Galil outmatches Imma, and the second on a leikkeet. That's enough. Brokey follows up, and Faze with 3 rounds in a row.
Everyone should be fine on the explosion, and Faze has a 3-0 lead. Wonderful looking for Frozen, top silo, managing this. Oh, he's found him.
Okay.
Saw the bullets come through. Can he get a little bit luckier? Almost.
Just a little bit in the backside of Kerrigan. They're going to continue to push into this lower bomb side. Wonderful coming up to the control room window, and they break open. And he smashes open Rain and Kerrigan. They didn't seem ready for that possibility. They didn't seem ready for the swing of Wonderful. Both players have hands busy. Well, 55 seconds left. It is NaVi winning this round off the back of that saved AK-47, and now they've got 2 of them. Bit right through Brokey. Rops is lurking upside, and he hasn't even been able to get a kill yet. That's one locked in. That's a kill on JL, and he's got it. He'll dive down the vent and eventually die to Wonderful, who secures a 4K, and Blade will give him a fist bump because that is incredible from Wonderful.
Can he do it with an op?
Oh, yes, he can. It's his primary choice. He's most comfortable with the big green in his hands, and JL with a peek onto Rops from Hut. It is not working out for Faze here. There's some life injected into NaVi.
Yeah, this happened real fast. Still don't know both players over at Red Box. Wonderful.
Should be a chance.
He stops short.
Secret player creeping up now, so should be a trade instantly from Imma, and he'll see both players, and he'll take out Kerrigan as well. So that is a quick round win from NaVi, very convincing. He is patient though from Faze. They're set up in a way that would gonna destroy any aggression into the lobby, but not looking the right way. And oh no, the timing for broky to descend down the ladder, that's the bomb. And the push from NaVi works out perfectly.
And NaVi take the lead for the first time on Nuke.
Let's see what Faze have decided to come up with here.
An upper rush.
Right.
Through the squeak door, through the flames, through the fire. Kerrigan's P250 leading the way. Ema's gonna handle it. Alexi gets involved in the action. And they take a good amount of losses, and it's a 1v1 all of a sudden.
Yeah, Robs has got 2 already with this round. He's gonna keep the Tech 9 in hand. He's 15 HP. Because there's so much time, Robs can be very methodical, but it's all about whether or not he gets the spot. Wonderful here. Well, wonderful turns. He's gonna find himself Robs.
Nade will delay things. NaVi trying to stall out this utility. Alexi sees a little bit more than he wants to engage with. Oh, it took Kerrigan's attention away for just a moment, and it goes 1 for 1.
And they're just committing down lower now. Faze sending players here with this lobby play forward from JL. He's about to meet.
There's no one in ramp room. Nobody can actually rotate to attend to this.
JL's coming around the back. That's Rob's dead. Easy kill for JL, and he'll upgrade into an AK-47. Frozen's timing is not good enough to be able to trade that out. Now Bit, he's hearing a lot of presence in front of him. They know that bomb's down on the B site, and NaVi are going to play this in a 4v3 retake scenario.
Frozen's flanking the flankers, though. This is everything.
This could be huge. This could be absolutely huge from Frozen. He needs his teammates to survive inside of the site for a little longer for him to finally activate, and now he has taken that kill. NaVi realized they're being flanked, and it's all falling apart for NaVi. Faze piece it together. Wonderful, committing towards red.
So aggression. Aggression is the solution. Get someone actually out at red box to put a stop to this.
Swinging out into the fight, and it's a double from Wonderful. Rain and Frozen both dead in an instant, and it works out very well. That adaptation to deal with the threat outside has perfectly been played by Wonderful.
And Alexi, he threw the util.
Yep, shout out to that. The unsung hero himself and Robs. Okay. Speaking of Alexi, he's now gone.
But we'll always have that flashbang.
He will always have the flash that potentially wins NaVi their 6th round.
2 smokes and a Molotov for Faze to use to block off these choke points if they can get past Bit.
Getting past Bit, it's tough. It can be very difficult, but it's free for him up. And Bit, okay, cleans up. Shows that he can do the job of 2 men. And finally taken out by Robs. It's just so elusive, so difficult to find. And he's got 2 kills and that puts him in a clutch that he can now win. He'll deploy the smoke for some cover in the site, but it is quite an uncomfortable position to find himself in because he's worried about double doors, he's worried about decon ramp, and now control room. Robs is good in these situations. He's so good when he's put up against it, but not this time. JL just runs out those double doors and dispatches of Mr. Cool. Flashes into the upper bomb site. Here they go. JL defending against Kerrigan. 2nd kill is even better on Frozen. And right now it's looking like NaVi are coming out on top of this half. Rain is doing what he can, but it's not going to be enough. Even with his strength, he can't push his team forward, and it's broky left in a 1v4, and it will be NaVi with 7 to close out this half unless broky can break them apart, and he won't. 7 rounds secured, great adaptation towards the end, and a big part of that was Blade in the timeout. It's the biggest teams at the biggest events. Plenty of opportunities in the 2nd half to change that, and broky set up with Kerrigan with a dual Berettas. Oh, it's not worked out at all. NaVi just cut right through the double setup. It looked like that was at least guaranteed 1 kill.
Yeah, it looked like that should have had a way more impact. Rain does find Alexi at the end of the day, moving forward. Wonderful, going to be tucked into the corner by Vents. Problem is, Rain's teammate has 18 HP, so Robs can't take a single bullet.
To be seen.
Yeah,
like, that is so ridiculous from Rain. He's looking for a bit more, and you keep giving him chances. You keep letting him back into this, and Bit's in a 1v2. Rain has done absolutely everything on his own, and now Robs must finish. He must finish against Bit, and he can't stop it. Oh my God, Rain, that was something ridiculous. That was something special, but it doesn't turn out to be a round win.
Ema's going to cross over to Secret, hold his position here with safety. Alexi outside in support as well. Looking for pushes, and they found one. That's Robs to test ramp room, and Wonderful holds on. 2 HP left.
Big jump from Alexi. Taken out by the 5-7. Is there any other 5-7 antics perhaps Carrigan can provide? But leaping through the smoke, he was ambitious.
How did he make it through the doorway with JL spamming? How did he make it through without getting tagged? Now, JL has the bomb. That's a little bit of the scary factor here. And his teammates just coming in for some support to shut things down before it gets a little bit too sketchy. Yeah, and I think they need to get to that point like right now. You know, like it needs to happen in this round. Rain gonna spam down Ema to about half HP, spots one more on top of the mini roof, almost finds the headshot, and he's still dueling.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. Carrigan's actually going to finish off one of those initial players. That's Ima going down. Rain knows that Bit is still up on top of main. He's going to try and deal with that threat. Dropping down, they line up, and it's Rain with a quick double. Brokey with a wallbang straight through that smoke, and Alexi B hits the deck. When we wanted Faze to step up, they do it in style. And speaking of style, there's a lovely one-tap from JL. Is there anything else? The answer is swift no. So
and remember, keep in mind, the comeback on Mirage began with the Rain triple kill on the T side.
Now put up inside of ramp room. He's going a little bit more aggressive. He now takes a position backwards. Rain is found in main, and he'll collect the life of Alexi B. Robson ramp is ready for the attack coming towards him, but he's not ready for how many players there are. Brokey can try and back him up. He's got the rotation, but
my
Bit
God.
is just mauling them. Another big shot from Bit. We've seen him do this before in this competition. Just absolutely annihilate the AWPer rotating through to that spot.
I don't think Rain's going to get here in time to stop this. Maybe on Bit, low HP, coming around. Wonderful has the bomb. One's already up, two's already up.
Where's the bomb? The bomb is the last player coming up, and Rain is focused on Heaven. Instead, he gets back, and he brings Wonderful out of it. Rain is doing everything he can to keep them in this. It's Frozen and Carrigan that now must win this 2v1.
If JL can give this some time, let it breathe. Let them think maybe you're going downstairs.
It'll be a loud descent, and that will give away his position. Now he commits to the back of the bomb site to put the bomb down. Faze will start to move into position, and Carrigan going forward. JL's got that headshot. This could break Faze. This could absolutely shatter them. And Frozen ascends, heading back into the lobby. But JL, he has no idea. He has no idea where it's coming from, and Frozen just about saves Faze.
Providing huge impact with information, allowing Rops to rotate back up, re-smoke door, and that's when the execute's coming in. Horribly timed for NaVi.
Perfectly timed for Faze, though. And now they're going to go through it. Bit with a headshot on Carrigan. Frozen steps into action, covering off height. They're continuing to charge in. Robs gets only one. He wanted a little bit more out of that. And a big shot from him, and that is incredible right through the smoke. Brokey to keep Faze beating. He comes from Heaven, but this just feels like a tall task that he can't reach.
They don't have the money for him to risk the AWP.
He's got to get away.
Rain had all the information. That's the shake of the head that's like, we knew what was coming. We knew exactly what was coming. We had the smokes in place. We had everyone in position and still couldn't stop it.
Timeout this time for Faze.
Bang.
Now that is a round where you have to call a timeout after, because that is very frustrating. Well, you know exactly what's coming your way for so long. You make the perfect timing on the smoke at door as well. Like, just so much went right on the build-up to the finish.
Yeah, exactly. And oh yeah, JL's going out upper.
They're going to send Action Man into Brokey, no scope to the head. Mac 10 down. Bit following up in this A side. It is down bad right now. Carrigan has to step up, and he does. He moves out in front of them, and this quick attack for NaVi hasn't exactly worked out, and just about getting out of those flames with melted feet is wonderful. He's got 7 health and a 1v2 ahead of him. Rain is low, 5 health left. Really important that they were able to bounce back after the timeout. Still in this fight, still in this comeback. Rain is so comfortable in the back of Garage, and you can see why. So many options of positions for him to play. He opens up the affairs with a quick kill, but Brokey stays committed. Robs goes down without a fight, and now it's all on Frozen in this lower site. They're coming over the top of him, and without fright, it's a double from Frozen. Freezes them out at just JL, and of course, Frozen will clean up. It got a little scary for a moment. AK-47s on 3 players, a Mac 10 for JL, a Deagle for Wonderful.
Oh, the dink and the cleanup.
Another kill for Rain, another opening here for Faze off the back of their talisman right now. Carrigan stepping up, this time on JL, and NaVi off the back of their timeout are down 2 players instantly.
You can't say enough about what Rain's done. We've touched on it so much. He's been so impactful round after round, and Rops is now activated, getting a little bit frisky.
Here he is. Shadow gives away wonderful a millisecond early. Rops is able to react easily. And now leikkeet and Bit, well, they really don't have anything to play with. It is going to be a tie game at 11-11.
If they can get a timing on brokey and get in and get this bomb plant, it would be insanely helpful.
He's going to hear the door.
Yeah, as soon as the door opens, he's going to be swinging that up round wide, and he's got the first.
And leikkeet makes it out to the site. He knows where he is now, and they run him over the top. And brokey just takes both out with the AWP right at the end. So it is 11-11.
The upper bust they've executed in this map have been hit or miss. They're going to go for it again.
leikkeet straight out right into Karrigan. They line up. There's one for Karrigan. Rain will take his. NaVi staying committed. Frozen. Oh, that is a sick transfer from Frozen. Everyone from Faze coming alive now. And they reach map point on Nuke. He'll find the AWP of the other team around that corner, and he has got the perfect angle, but the shot, it goes through the box. Wonderful gets the opening kill instead on Rain, and that is the biggest danger man of Faze out early on. leikkeet is down low, but look at JL, he's right through. Karrigan down inside of the site, and NaVi are 2 players up. Overtime, the most likely outcome now. And NaVi don't give up.
Such a smart play from JL. He saw 2 players called outside. Then he saw Karrigan's position and he hunts it down.
Missed shot. That's one from Rops. One back. NaVi have 2 low players in this post plant. A couple of flashes still available. An HE grenade still around. But they have got to get a move on soon. Flash for Frozen, sets up his team. brokey actually gets blinded by that flash. Rops has to make the step forward, and Rops gets that kill. Rops follows up. Oh my God, Rops! It's another massive moment, and this could close it. Rops just stopped at the door. Bit will drag us to overtime, and this game is delivering on every single front. There is no respite in any of these rounds, and Karrigan starts off the proceedings of overtime with a little acceleration. He comes out with 2. Rain down again. But look at the space that Imma has gained.
Yeah, this can actually, I mean, that's obviously a fantastic double kill, but this can actually all turn around really quickly with Imma's positioning. I don't know if FaZe realizes it. I don't know if they realize that Heaven is going to be a pressure point. Maybe they do as Frozen pushes in towards Hut to find safety. When Imma clears out this site, he's going to be telling his team, the bomb site's clear. They've got to be pushed in towards Hut. And actually, he might just clear it out himself. Going all the way around, he's found it. Good, smart play. Imma reading the situation.
3v3 again, but look at who it is. It's Rops. Well, he's not around for long. Bit is the bane of his existence. brokey misses the shot on the crossover. Wonderful gets past. Bit then covering him off with the rifle. And that 3v3 turns into a 3v1 real quick.
That 5v3 turns into a into a 1v3 real quick. Karrigan gets the 2 opening kills. Beautiful shots in through Squeak Door, and they cannot capitalize. So Frozen has to be pretty dedicated to the lower bomb site. He can shoot up the vents, but that's only if FaZe's defense upper holds on long enough.
brokey again, using this AWP like a shotgun, but that Molotov forces him further back. Karrigan needed to take that kill. Wasn't exactly clean, but he got caught by the flashbang. And because brokey's so far committed with that AWP, he can't get away when the rifles decide to pounce. At 4 versus 3 now in favor of NaVi, and that bomb is going down on the A site. Frozen is still in the vent. He's still unable to climb back up into this A site. Wonderful again, connecting on Rain.
That's through the smoke as well, and that's it. That's the round. NaVi gonna take 2 in overtime on this T side. They struggled through so much of it to find success. There was that 7-1 run from FaZe in the comeback.
Now 14-12. NaVi could have a flawless T half here in OT. And Frozen submits to his fate.
If it makes him feel any better, there was a nade coming in regardless.
Yeah, he was gone, you know, it's better to die to the bomb. At least that doesn't count towards the stacks. leikkeet hasn't been able to keep up that same crazy performance from Mirage, but it doesn't really matter when the rest of his squad is just changing positions between brokey and Rain. So brokey's now addressing that outside issue. Rain wants to get involved elsewhere, and Rops, this is wild. This is a kind of play that is risky, and risks often don't work out. He goes down to Wonderful. Opening kill for NaVi here. Frozen's also lost pretty much all of his health.
NaVi's content to let these smokes clear before they make their move.
Bit up next. Quick kill, follow-up is even better. Is Carrigan to hit the deck, and Bit to open up the A site.
26 kills for Bit. What a monster, an absolute beast.
He is playing like a tournament MVP right now. Obviously, this is the second series we've seen from them, but that opening best of 3, he was sharp. And that, unfortunately for Brokey, is nightmarish. Rain has been cancelled out in overtime and towards the end of regulation. Playing on the right side of the box that betrayed him earlier. He wants the shot this time. Robs is gone. Great opening kill. Wonderful's found many of those over the last few rounds here. And oh, had a chance at a second. That would have been the bomb. That would have been a real disaster for FaZe.
Yeah, he was so happy to hear the shot ring out from Brokey's AWP because that allows him to re-peek and take the angle with a lot less danger.
Now Alexi moves in. They actually want to get behind them. This could be a sick move. This could be the winning move.
It worked from them earlier. They had a double push in ramp room that completely wrecked FaZe.
This kind of play could knock Faze Clan out here in Riyadh. Bit uses Rain's own position against him. Alexi B chimes in, and NaVi will send FaZe packing. NaVi through to the semifinals of the Esports World Cup and toppling Faze Clan on their path. This head-to-head is starting to come up NaVi time and time again. We talked about that counter resetting. Well, they do not have a head-to-head victory this time, FaZe. They are out on the opening tournament of the second season.
And you gotta love this if you're on NaVi. Obviously the win, of course, moving on to the playoffs, of course, but in a broader sense, your entire mission since Copenhagen finished was to silence the doubters, silence everyone that said it was a fluke, and show that this lineup can be one of the best teams in the world, can still challenge and lift trophies.